I'm Norman Robinson. The Mid Barataria Sediment Diversion will go down as the greatest man-made disaster in the history of our state.
This Barataria diversion will destroy our way of life.
They're doing something that is going to harm Plaquemines Parish.
And there'll be really nothing left in the marine resources of that area.
You can't put a dollar value on a culture and a heritage.
Hi, I'm Lieutenant Governor Billy Nungesser, here to talk about the Mississippi River diversion. When this diversion was first introduced, it was budgeted at $250 million. It has grown today to a cost of over $3 billion. Over the years, I've learned of the destruction that this diversion will cause the seafood industry and our fisheries.
Louisiana is noted as being sportsman's paradise, and it's not freshwater fish that we're noted for. We have some of the best fishing in the world, inshore and offshore, but it's saltwater based, and our fishing industries just can't survive in polluted river water. Simple as that. All our economy is based, especially here in St. Bernard Parish, is based on our saltwater fishing industries.
On the southern end of the parish and on the east bank side of Plaquemines Parish, that is their livelihood. I think we have about 20%, 30% of the seafood comes out of Plaquemines Parish for the state of Louisiana.
Our oysters have touched every table and every restaurant throughout this state. Imagine walking into your favorite restaurant and not seeing shrimp, fish, or oysters on the menu. And what about the people? The people won't be there either because the product is not there.
This master plan that CPRA has developed has been pushed down the throats of the folks that live in St. Bernard and Plaquemines. Both parishes have voted against this diversion. Both parishes understand the tragedy that's going to come out of this. When you're losing your fisheries, second only to Alaska, and we're going to lose that. When you look at the apex predator in the Gulf, in our Gulf, which is the dolphin, and you start losing that, you're going to lose an entire ecosystem, and we don't have enough money to come back and repair and rebuild.
Well, the dolphins are at the top of the food chain. They are the biological indicator of the environment. Basically, they are the canary in the coal mine. And if they're doing well, the environment is doing well. When they're gone, we are next.
You know, as oystermen, we've been about coastal restoration. We're all about coastal restoration. But this diversion will be nothing but coastal destruction. You will be taking everything that our precious seafood industry needs to survive in its larval stages and everything and wipe it out.
One of my biggest issues with CPRA is the power that they think they have. They think they supersede any laws for the state of Louisiana and federal government, and they totally disregard any kind of power or any laws that we have locally. They are going to destroy our parish, and they don't care. We're collateral damage.
Thousands of people from the families will all be affected by it dramatically. They will lose a way of life, a livelihood they grew up in. This whole community would just disappear.
Well, that's an existential threat to the ecosystem. There'll be nothing left. I think there are studies that show that the dolphins will become extinct in the Barataria Bay 10 years after they're opened up.
The CPRA and the Corps, the environmental impact statement, states they're going to raise water levels, they're going to cause flooding issues. How can you take money from the BP fines from the Deepwater Horizon oil spill that was meant to make things right from the damage that was done from the BP oil spill to further damage the environment, the same environment that was damaged by BP? How is that possible? That is a question that needs to be answered.
Well, there's not much to say about it just because we don't have the information. They've refused to get that to us. They don't have it. They haven't done the proper studies. They can't produce it. There's multiple and many different studies that need to be done for this project to move forward on the federal side.
CPRA already admits it's going to kill our brown shrimp, our speckled trout, our redfish, our oysters. They're already admitting the damage it's going to cause. Think about when they opened up the Barataria spillway in 2019, how long the water flowed for. The wildlife and the federal government admitted that the fresh water destroyed our fishing that year in May and June. That's what ticks me off, thinking about what they're not telling us.
The problem with this project is it was all done by computer modeling, okay? No one knows for sure. A project of this scale has never been done before.
I'm proud to say that I'm a third-generation oyster farmer, and I'm proud to see my son in the business as well, and I have a grandson that should be fifth generation. But I'm afraid our generations are going to end with my son at the fourth generation, and that saddens me deeply.
The state CPRA 50-year master plan, you will never see the land because it all lives below the water. Our plan would be able to dredge and build in 5 years land you can walk on, land that will protect the communities that are along our coastline.
They've cut corners. As a matter of fact, at 11 o'clock on a Friday night, when we know Congress does their dirty work, they got a waiver of the Marine Mammal Act. Never been done before for a large project. Instead of studying the effects this will have on the fisheries, they're going to monitor for 5 years after they spend $3 billion. Wouldn't you want to know before you built it the harm you're going to do? At one point, the head of CPRA told me if we did the study, we probably couldn't build it. Well, maybe we shouldn't. I've also heard we've already spent $300 million. We haven't even started the project. A lot of people are getting rich off this project, but it's not lowering storm surge to our coast. Louisiana coast and Louisianans deserve better.
After hearing about all the bad this diversion will cause, how can anyone think this is a good idea? We deserve better. To learn more about the damage this will cause, go to dirtywater.louisianaseafood.com.